Tori and Zach Roloff have shared their thoughts on their reality TV comeback. They have just shared whether they missed the show. The LPBW stars may have been confused about their decision. Tori and Zach called it quits with the show after featuring their journey for back-to-back seasons. They become the most fan-favorite couple in the series. Fans loved watching Zach and Tori's wholesome life on the show. Their storyline was a breath of fresh air because of their 3 adorable kids. However, the reality TV stars faced a few challenges to raise their kids in front of the TV. Hence, Tori and Zach said goodbye to their family show to focus well on their family. Will they ever return on TV in the future? Tori and Zach Roloff like to surprise their audience. They may not be a part of TLC anymore. However, the TLC stars surprised their audience with an unexpected TLC crossover. Recently, Tori and Zach traveled all the way from Washington to California to meet other TLC stars, Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo. Tori uploaded an Instagram story to reveal that they met Jinger and Jeremy. She revealed that they were meeting for the first time in person. Jeremy also reshared Tori's story on his IG handle. He said, "It was the best time having you all here." Fans were surprised to see the TLC crossover as they never expected it. Hence, they wondered what the 2 couples were up to. Later, Jinger uploaded a video of her latest podcast episode with Tori and Zach to shut down the anticipations. Little People Big World stars Tori and Zach Roloff have shared many things about their lives on their latest appearances on Jinger and Jeremy's podcast. They already have their own podcast, The Raising Heights, where they talk about parenting, marriage, and their family. However, the reality TV stars joined Jeremy's podcast as guests to spill about their lives. Tori and Zach explained that their exit from the TLC series was bittersweet. Tori said, "I don't know if we necessarily missed the show." She was glad that they could now share their lives on their own terms and called it a gift. The LPBW star explained, "We can kind of control the narrative of what is shown, especially with our kids being involved." Meanwhile, Zach felt it would be hard for him to go back to reality TV in the new age of YouTube. He opened up about saying certain things as a child, which embarrassed him a lot after he had grown up. Hence, the reality TV star didn't want his children to feel the same regret over time. The only thing Zach and Tori miss about not being on TV is the connections they made during the journey. Zach feels that there are days when he feels they could do the show. Instantly, he remembered the things that annoyed him and caused him to lose interest. Moreover, Zach admitted having mixed feelings about his exit from the reality TV star. There aren't that many people in the world who know exactly what it's like to star on a TLC series, so it's a good thing these 4 found each other. This week, former Little People Big World stars Tori and Zach Roloff appeared on Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo's podcast, and unsurprisingly, the topic turned to reality TV and whether Zach and Tori regret their choice to walk away. It wasn't all that long ago that Tori and Zach were appearing on Little People Big World. After all, it's only been a year since they decided to leave the show for good. But according to what they said on the Jinger and Jeremy podcast this week, it doesn't seem like they're in any hurry to return. In fact, now that Tori and Zach are able to share what they want on social media at their own discretion, it seems like life without the TLC cameras has been a relief. We can kind of control the narrative of what is shown, especially with our kids being involved, Tori said. We can choose what we share with them. I think in the new age with YouTube, it is hard now to go back to a reality TV model, because you can control your own media now and get just as many views, Zach admitted. Later, he added, "It's tough too. There's these certain days where I'm like, oh man, maybe we could do it. But then instantly you remember some things that did annoy you at the time, whether valid or not, or you didn't like it. You have to remind yourself sometimes, why did we step away? And then there could be days when you wake up and have too much coffee and you're like, we could do this again. One of the big ones? Having a conflict happen and moving on from it, only to have to relive it when the episodes filmed during that time finally aired. Whenever there was a conflict, and then 6 months later, you're over the conflict, whatever happened has been resolved, we've moved on, she said on the podcast. 6 months later, you're still talking about this conflict. That was always really frustrating. Tori also didn't like having to argue with Zach in front of the cameras, which she said goes against their nature as a couple. We do a look and we'll talk about it later. It's never in the presence of other people, she said. It's always handled very privately. When it turned to like, you guys gotta argue about this, Zach and I are not actors. We looked at each other and it was like, this is awkward. Fortunately, they never have to deal with anything like that again if they don't want to, though there's no doubt fans are missing them on their TVs already. Audrey Roloff likes to draw attention with her weird behavior and parenting advice. She caught herself in a new controversy in her latest Instagram post. The LPBW star has been giving some tips for new mothers on social media. Audrey Roloff has not been experiencing motherhood for the first time. She has already gone through the phase 3 times in the past. Hence, the reality TV star has so much to share with the new mothers. Audrey documented every part of her 4th pregnancy on Instagram. She likes to share every new update of her beautiful baby, Mirabella. However, fans don't usually like her suggestions and parenting tips. What has she said? Audrey Roloff has a different parenting style. She often gets into trouble for her risky decisions. Recently, the TLC star raised eyebrows again when she shared a new update on her kids. Audrey uploaded a picture of her kids climbing off a rock wall set up in their room. She shared that her children were having fun while doing the adventurous activity. However, the reality TV celeb received backlash for her risky decision. Some fans felt that Audrey's kids may face an injury with her decision. Hence, she uploaded a long Instagram story to share all the measures she took to protect them from injury. She kept some mattresses on the floor to save the kids from falling on the floor. Moreover, she stated, "We want our kids to learn to do dangerous things carefully, be confident and not scared, and also take some risks." Little People Big World star Audrey Roloff is habitual of receiving backlash for her unique parenting style. She often lands in trouble because of her controversial statements. However, the LPBW star divided the internet after her latest Instagram post. Audrey uploaded a picture of her daughter, Mirabella, sleeping on her belly peacefully. She asked, "Why are we so obsessed with sleep training in America?" The reality TV star was in disbelief that her feed was full of posts about sleep training. Audrey doesn't understand why people have made it such an achievement to make their babies sleep at night. She felt that babies have their needs and parents shouldn't stop them at bedtime. She noted that babies eventually learn to sleep at night, but not at the newborn stage. Moreover, the reality TV celeb felt that mothers should not take it as a burden. Audrey explained, "If you're a mama in the sleepless night season, your mindset is everything." But fans have mixed reactions to Audrey's post. One fan said like someone who doesn't work outside the home. Another user noted that it gets difficult for working moms to manage work and kids with minimum sleep. Meanwhile, others came in Audrey's support. They felt that each baby is different and mothers should figure out their own ways. A different user added, "It's not fair to make generalizations since every family and baby is unique." Audrey Roloff weighed in on a super controversial parenting topic in a recent social media post, and fans had mixed reactions. The former Little People Big World star took to Instagram on Thursday, February 6, to share a video of herself with her youngest child, baby Mirabella, sleeping on her lap. "Why are we so obsessed with sleep training in America?" Roloff asked in her caption. "Maybe it's just what the algorithm is feeding me right now, but it's crazy to me the obsession we have around babies sleeping," the mother of 4 continued. "It's usually the first question someone asks you when you're in the newborn phase, So are they sleeping through the night yet? Why is this such a thing to be achieved? They are babies. Their needs don't stop at bedtime. They will learn to sleep eventually, but right now they need us. Roloff went on to say that while it may sound crazy, she thinks that the more you can accept that caring for your baby through night is something that you get to do, not have to do, it becomes less of a burden and more of a joy. God grows your capacity and somehow multiplies the minimal hours of sleep you do get into energy sufficient for the day, she wrote. If you're sick, a mama in the sleepless night season, your mindset is everything. For me, accepting the season has helped me to walk in it with peace and energy that surpasses understanding. Roloff's followers were divided on her take, with proponents of sleep training defending their point of view. Can we just stop shaming parents for doing something that helps the whole family? We sleep trained both of our older kids and we were all better for it. We plan to sleep train our new baby too, but if that's not for you, that's ok. We just like our sleep and rest around this house, and that's ok too. One person argued, everyone should do what is best for their baby and their family. A second commenter agreed, adding, it's not fair to make generalizations since every family and baby is unique. Personally, in a home with 2 working parents, we had to sleep train. I work in healthcare and getting a halfway decent amount of sleep is necessary to make sure my patients get the care they need. That worked for us and for our daughter. I have good friends who didn't sleep train and that's what worked for them. To each their own. Some people were on the same page as Roloff, however. Just here to say that seems like a lot of working moms are saying they have to sleep train. Working mom here who doesn't sleep train. No shame if you do, but for me it wasn't what's right for us. So no, not all moms who work outside of the home sleep train. Someone pointed out, I needed this. Baby is 10 days old, and everything is so targeted towards do this right now. We struggled for 6 years to get pregnant. It's ok if she needs me at 3 a.m. Another Instagram user chimed in. In addition to Mirabella, who was born in May 2024, Roloff and her husband, Jeremy Roloff, share 3 other children. Ember Jean, 6, Bo James, 4, and Radley Knight, 2. As much as Little People Big World fans love to drag Audrey Roloff and Jeremy Roloff for their risky decisions, some fans actually stood by their latest move. So what did Audrey and Jeremy decide to do this time around, and what are people saying about it? When it comes to stirring the pot and bringing up new controversies, Jeremy Roloff and Audrey Roloff are regulars when it comes to this. Since quitting Little People Big World, Jeremy and Audrey have mastered the art of ruffling feathers online and getting a rise out of their followers. They are never short on controversial parenting decisions that often rub a lot of Little People Big World fans the wrong way. In this aspect, the husband and wife make themselves easy targets online. All the while, more and more people continue to engage with their content, especially when it's something that viewers do not agree with. Based on the latest updates from Audrey Roloff making the rounds, the mother of 4 showed off a rock wall that their children often climb on. Naturally, this worries a lot of Little People Big World fans, with many people worried about safety issues for the couple's young children. In response to the Little People Big World fan concern, Audrey Roloff recently said, "They can't go above the blue dinosaur rock unless we are in the room and the mattress is always there. We lay the nugget couch cushions on the lower side." Audrey continued, adding, "We want our kids to learn to do dangerous things carefully, be confident and not scared, and also take some risks because the best lessons are often learned that way." Typically, there is a lot of roasting going on among the fan base whenever Audrey Roloff or Jeremy Roloff shares anything. However, this time around, there are a lot of mixed reactions to this recent update. While some fans are blasting the husband and wife for this controversial decision, others are defending them too. One commenter said, "If by lesson you mean broken arm." Another commenter said, "Ah yes, Children are notorious for listening to their parents. There's no way they will not go past the blue dinosaur. Not everyone was as harsh, however, with one commenter saying, "Seems a lot safer than my childhood." Another person added, "Some folks on this sub have a seriously skewed vision of what risk is."